law is nothing more than a codification of what's fair between two people.
And I think because they have a lot of different terms, like from there off, I know with henceforth, I don't even know the terms, right? It's just to like cover all backside.
Legalese.
Right.
You've seen those like Christmas cards, right? Where it's written as if you were a lawyer. It's like, please have a suitable, if not reasonable, Christmas. But I think we're moving away from that though, as a judicial system. Everybody's trying to. I think it was said to me best when one of the senior lawyers where I was working at the time said, it doesn't matter if the judge understands what you say, right? It's the person that's carrying the bags for you, your secretary. If she understands what you say, then you put your point across very clearly. There's a temptation to just spew legalese, like henceforth, res ipsa loquitur, all of those things. But do we really need Latin to explain what is fair? Probably not. Probably not.
But I guess this could potentially be like the way new lawyers mask their insecurities and maybe their lack of the ability, like the skill. If you're very skillful, you're like Steve Jobs, right? You're like striving for like simplicity and everything. Probably you have really reached that level. That's why you can see through all this.
Well, I don't know whether it's them, being insecure, but it's definitely the way we are taught. Our legal upbringing. Right. In school, like you're just assaulted by all these legal terms, right? So, it's something that I try to stay away from because, like I said, if the guy on the street doesn't understand what you say, then you haven't put the point across properly.
Yeah. So, based on my own personal experience, right, that in nightlife we are constantly being owed money, and then most of us are just like, shit lah, this person owe me money, right? Okay, I'll just like forget about it and not work with them in future. But then after starting my own company, right, then I realized that I don't know if you know like big trance music DJs like Armin van Buuren or all that kind of thing, right? They have their own companies, they have to fight legal battles. And I thought like, why don't I just try to fight my own legal battle so that I can have an idea? So there's this guy that runs a drone company, and then he's hired me to do a DJ show. And then he paid me like maybe 75% of the money. No, 60% of the money, and then left 40% of money not paid yet, right? So I'm like, okay, you know what? Why don't I just take this chance, right, to practice law? So I go and file small claims tribunal as a practice, And I didn't know how complicated it was. It was like 6 hours of paper. I'm like, oh shit, am I even feeling it correctly?
That is the danger. I mean, of course, it's a savings in cost because you don't need to hire a lawyer, right, to go to small claims, but you're capped at a certain amount. I think it's 10,000, and then if you agree, it can be 20, something along those lines, and you cannot be represented. But the difficulty comes when you're there facing the black and white, the documents. Then you're like, what
I was
goes
super
where?
intimidated, dude. So let me tell you the second half of the story. So I was there, right? And then it's like so formal, it's like beyond formal. Okay, so I fill up a lot of paperwork, and then I like mail it to the guy, and it's like, okay, this guy has to reply, has to show up in court and whatever, right? And I go to the court, right? It's like a mini courtroom, where it's like 5 chairs here, 5 chairs here, and then there's this guy seated at an elevated platform. It's like a ridiculously funny elevated platform. So imagine like this studio, right? But somebody just sit three stories higher than you. Then you need to look at him like that. And there's only one person in the room. It's just me.
It's the theater of justice, brother.
Yeah, they want to like intimidate you. Like, whoa, are you telling the truth? Don't waste my time. That kind of thing.